Guys, we have Sahr Ngaujah here with us. He is the voice of Doomfist, among a lot of other incredible things he does.
Glad to be out here for the first time.
Yeah. So you're in New York City right now.
Yeah, I'm in Brooklyn. Yeah.
So far, we have 605 people on the stream. That's a lot. Imagine an audience of 600 people. I mean, you perform in front of what, like 2,000? What's a Broadway stage?
Well, yeah, 2,500 for some, but our stage is about 13, I think, 1,300.
1,300. Okay, so we have half of a Broadway stage right now. Does it make you feel like you're on Broadway?
Yeah, well, now that you put it like that, it does a little bit.
You know what? This is off Broadway.
Yeah.
You do the voice of frickin' Doomfist, and it's the first video game that you work on, or had you worked on other games before?
First video game I've ever worked on. Yeah.
Holy cow. How this Doomfist thing happened, and I know you've answered this on a Blizzcon panel, but everyone here watching obviously loves to hear the story of the audition, and then what you thought it was, and then what recording with Andrea Toyas was like.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, the first part of it was pretty straightforward. My agent called and, I kind of straightforward. My agent, I think he knows Andrea, and so he said, I have a friend who's a producer, and they have a character that they're about to add. It's all very top secret, but she saw you in Fela on Broadway, and she was interested in you reading for the role if you would be interested in doing that.
Yeah.
It's a video game.
Wait, let's tell the chat what Fela is if they don't know. It was a show on Broadway. Fela Kuti is...
Yeah, Fela Kuti. In the modern history, he's probably considered the most important composer in modern African history, for sure. Yeah, he combined traditional Nigerian sounds, jazz, high life. He created a new sound called Afrobeat.
So cool.
With Afro beats, if some of you listen to like African music, contemporary African music, you might listen to Afro beats like Wizkid, Davido, and those chaps. That's Afro beats. It's a different thing, but Afro beat, the original, was created by Fela. He was like a rock star, like an African rock star in the 60s and the 70s.
So Andrea had seen you on Broadway, which, by the way, I saw you on Broadway as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you saw us at what the theater was that? Oh, okay, but you came to that show?
Yes, and I was so moved by the dancing. I'm Colombian. I dance salsa. But when I saw you guys, I'm like, oh, shit, I don't know how to dance. That's a whole other level of, like, moving the hips and the pelvis. And I was like, I want to do that. Anyway, so Andrea reaches out. She says, yo,
yes, Andrea, she reaches out, and she says, we have a new character, and we'd like to try you out if you're interested. So they sent me the stuff. And she said, let's make an appointment, to kind of hear this thing out. So when she sent it to me, I just jumped into it. I just started recording a lot of different things and trying things. And then, I found a few things that I felt good about. So then I just sent it to her through my agent. And that ended up actually kind of being the audition tape. She was just like, that's it. Let's get him in the studio.
Is your heritage is from Sierra Leone? Am I right?
Yeah. My father's side is Sierra Leone. My mom's side is Native American and African American.
Okay, and so how similar are the accents to Nigerian?
Sierra Leone and Nigeria. There are definitely some similarities because they're both West African.
Okay.
And both former British colonies. So
you luckily, because you had worked on the Fela accent, you kind of had this pat down to do Doomfist.
Yeah, because Fela is Nigerian, and I was living in a Nigerian accent for a very, so that, like, when I would go to Sierra Leone after I was working on Fela for so many years, if I was speaking Creole, they would say, oh, you speak Creole with a Nigerian accent, or they would think I was Nigerian before they would think I was from Sierra Leone, in fact,
So they booked you on this after doing like a recording of sorts.
Yeah.
And you didn't know what the heck Overwatch was.
No. I didn't know, and Andrea, she put me on the phone. and she started trying to prep me for the session. You know, I mean, there might have been some more things between booking and going to the session, but I think that was pretty much it. She kind of prepped me a bit. And then we got into the session and we recorded like the first session, you know how the sessions go.
Yeah.
You know, a bunch of lines, you know, a little bit of exertions, but a lot of lines. Exertions came later. After the first session, maybe after the whole thing was done, you know, she said, well, look, you know, the team is really happy with what we got from you. It was really great. Said, I know we're going to prepare this launch. She said, but then she started to say like, look, Sahr, you don't understand what you are about to walk into. You know, like the anticipation for the character for one. And, you know, there's these NDAs, so I couldn't tell anybody what I was doing. So, but you don't have any idea of what this is.
And then you were invited to BlizzCon.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. That was the first real serious taste of what it was. You know, and I mean, I think I've never gone to a Comic-Con, but when I was young, I lived in Atlanta, my formative years. And, you know, I've been to one Comic-Con there for a horror film. Me and some of my friends put together when in our early 20s. So I had a little, you know, a taste of it, but nothing like BlizzCon.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know the whole story of and they say.
I think somebody brought this up in Hawaii.
The planet.
Yeah. So you have a line that says, and they say chivalry's dead. How does that go?
Right.
Do you remember?
And they say chivalry is dead.
Right.
I don't know how I said it.
I have no idea either. The chat knows more than we do. So when they spam a voice line in the game, they just play it over and over again. That's why it's spammed. So when they spam that line, they can't even get through the whole line. So all they hear is, and they say, and they say, and they say, and they say. So it's become this running joke with Doomfist. It's just, and they say, and they say, and they say. So I wanted to share it with you.
And they say, 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 and they say.
So when you showed up at BlizzCon, you were signing autographs, but you had a red ink pad.
Right.
And you were stamping your fist.
Yeah.
Oh, like so. It was this.
Yeah. I would just put my fist into the pad and then pop.
Dude, that was brilliant. How did you think of this? What hit you to do it?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I was just really I was thinking like, okay, you know, there's going to be a lot of autographs to sign, definitely more than I see, you know, backstage on Broadway. You know, and for a longer span of time. And I thought like, you know, how, you know, I don't think I should do my old autograph. I used to sign and then do a little happy face, little butt thing. And I was like, that's not practical. What should I do? And then I thought of that one. I mean, I did for like 1 second think of Lost in Paradise. You guys remember that from Fifth Element?
Oh my God.
Tucker's character, Lost in Paradise. You know, and then when he signed the autograph, he took the paintbrush and just like whacked it across, you know, all of the
I need to rewatch that movie. I don't remember this. It was so long ago. Yeah.
But anyway, I was like, you know what? Something that's like, you know, something that can be quick, but also that is really like inside of Doomfist. And I thought like a red fist, you know, like a punch, you know, like bang. Some people have asked me to put that on their bodies. Can you imagine? Some guy asked me for on his shirt, someone on their cheek.
Yeah,
you know, like what? Yeah,
dude, some people get tattooed. Like if you autograph their arm, they'll go and tattoo it that afternoon, which is a little crazy.
Oh, you know what? I saw that.
Can you give us a Meteor Strike voice line?
Meteor Strike.
And that's when you're just gonna like kill some people.
Pretty much, you know, jump in the air and then come down with the fist and shake it all up, you know.
How would Saw say turning off the lights? Not Saw, Doomfist.
Oh. How would he say turning off the lights?
Yeah.
Turning off the lights.
Turning off the lights. I love it. What about
okay? I mean, was he saying just like turning off, like I'm turning off the lights, like turning off the lights, or like?
Well, so it's my ultimate, and I say it when I'm doing my electromagnetic pulse, and so I go apagando las luces.
I see. Not in that position. Yes. Okay, all right. So Doomfist would probably say lights out.
Oh my You're so brilliant.
Okay, well, look, I don't know if this is in there, but I'll give an example of something that I would have done, because I don't know what all the lines are, or what, came all the way through or stayed on the cutting room floor. I don't know, what's something you say when when something was tough? Something was tough and you finished it. That was a tough job, or something, like, I don't know, payload. Like, what do you say when you finally get the payload and it was rough?
I got the payload. I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, here's an example. Like in Nigerian pidgin, one of the things to say, what I'm saying, is abi. So if we say, like, oh, we finally got the payload, abi.
I love it. And they're probably like, who's Abby?
Yeah, right. Exactly. So that ended up on the cutting room floor. But that's just one example of kind of like the way I might steer things, or also maybe just put in an inflection, a West African inflection.
Stop the payload.
Stop the payload. Stop the payload. Did we say that?
I don't know, but they wrote it out. Yeah.
Stop the payload. Stop the payload.
Oh, everyone loves only through conflict do we evolve.
Right. Only through conflict do we evolve. Dude,
it's really sexy. Not gonna lie. And you also say, you're impressed. That's natural.
Okay, see, that's a great line to add, Abi. You're impressed. That's natural, Abi.
Oh my God, I love it. You do say, I am on fire. How does that go? I want to tell you Sombras because I find it funny.
Oh, yeah. That's more, it's like borderline exertion, Mm-hmm. I am on fire.
I am on fire.
Yeah. Kick-ass moment.
Sombra's line in English is, I'm on fire. Touch me and you'll get burned.
Oh, yeah.
And then
the whole, like, right. You got a little extra bit to it. It's like a bit.
Yeah.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Like, I'll be back. So, like.
Totally. But the thing is, I'm sure that English writers on Blizzard wanted the translation, and Spanish writers in Mexico go, I'm in fuego isn't proper. Like it's a little corny. So the whole line goes, I'm in fuego. Ugh, I can't believe I just said that. She's like auto judging herself for being so cringy, which I find hysterical. Okay, one of my favorite voice lines, and I would love for you to try it as Doomfist, is Sombra says, I need a drink.
I need a drink.
What would Doomfist drink?
Oh God, I was gonna say Guinness, because what West African guy doesn't drink Guinness? English speaking. Okay. But he's definitely probably a PT Scotch kind of guy as well.
He seems really classy.
Yeah, I could definitely see him drinking a Laforte, something with a heavy peat.
Is that how you pronounce it properly?
Well, you know what? That's how I've always pronounced it.
Could you say it again?
Laforte.
Wow. I was having a glass of wine with the voice actress of Widowmaker. I don't know if you've met Chloe Hollings. And we were at the restaurant and she goes, hi, we would like the charcuterie and I'll have
I think I did meet her.
A Bordeaux. And the waiter just was like, I'm sorry, what? And I said, we'll get the charcuterie board and she'll have a Bordeaux. And then like Chloe just laughed because she's like, wow, you have to translate it into English for it to make sense. You were on the TV show Luke Cage.
Yeah. Luke Cage. Yeah. That was a fun summer.
Tell me, a whole summer.
Yeah. I did the whole season 2.
Holy cow. I watched season 1. Damn it.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy working on film and TV?
I do.
Yeah. Because, you have such a rich theater life. I wasn't sure if, switching over wasn't as fun.
Yeah, it's a completely different kind of thing. It's a different way of storytelling.
Absolutely.
And, I enjoy voice work too. But yeah, it's all storytelling at the end of the day.
And you also say Doomfist here. Is that like, I guess when you check in, when you're picking characters, maybe?
Yeah, I thought it's like when he comes onto the comms, like,
oh, cool.
Doomfist here. something like that, you know.
Isn't it embarrassing to get beat up by a monkey?
Have you ever been hit by a giant genetically engineered gorilla? I could arrange it for you.
Gracias. Okay, guys, before we choose this winner, I want to tell you that I am raising funds for a film I'm acting and producing and acting in, and there's a donate button on this Twitch if you'd like to donate via PayPal, Venmo, or through the Kickstarter campaign. I'm receiving all of them, whatever's easiest for you. You do get entered into a raffle for that. I don't know in what direction to look because this turns me around. That awesome poster, because I have a mirror, so it looks like two. Sombra, it's a huge freaking canvas. It's awesome. So even if you donate $1, you'll get entered into the raffle. And October 22nd, we'll find out who wins. The command is !boop, so that you can be entered to win this. Okay, not M1K has won the giveaway. Show your face, darling. Yippee! Super excited for you. So, guys, we're wrapping this up. Doomfist, throw us an extra meteor strike.
Meteor strike. Rocket punch.
Thank you guys for your attention and your love. Give Sahr a follow and keep booming and booping, guys. Boop.